situation.
We just started.
Hey, Internet.
Hey!
Welcome to Brown Talk Tuesday podcast. Today, we're going to talk about what Brown Talk Tuesday is, why it is, what it will be related to,
And how long it'll be.
How long it will be, and who's with us today.
Who we are.
So, there's four of us here, the main four from Soldier Side, which is...
Jacob Cohen.
Jacob Post, go by Pelican.
Danyar.
And Lauren.
There you are!
Already forgetting our own names. It's gonna be a good one, guys.
I just drank the whole Arizona, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Blame it on the Arizona.
He's intoxicated,
I
guys.
necked it.
Okay, so what's your name?
Daniel.
Okay.
And Daniel.
I feel like I should clap. Okay.
Thanks.
But, so the podcast is called Brown Sock Tuesday because Brown Sock Tuesday is a thing. What, Jacob?
Your name.
Oh, I said mine, didn't I?
No.
I'm Lauren. We started this Brown Sock Tuesday thing because we wanted to do a podcast and we weren't sure what to call it. But, what you doing?
I'm popping the back.
Okay.
Looks like you were trying to
Leaning
kiss
at my
Lauren.
face. But, so it was a thing that one day I found a pair of brown socks in my top drawer. What are you doing? What are you looking at me at?
going well right now.
Go on.
Well, okay. I found a pair of brown socks in my drawer. Not sure where they came from, but I put them on, as you do. And showed up to school. It was on a Tuesday. And a friend of the community, Seth, also happened to be wearing brown socks that day. And from then on, it was known as Brown Sock Tuesday. And since we're releasing these on Tuesdays, we figured might as well keep the dreadful inside joke going.
Yeah. So everybody has their trusty brown socks on, I presume.
Nope.
No one does.
No one has brown socks on.
I mean, if white's
well-
a shade of brown.
Me and Pelican
Well,
both have black
these are
socks
kind of
on.
dirty socks.
Technically not
All colors.
Tuesday either, so like...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Pre-recorded. We don't do live podcasts yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But anyway.
I'm just gonna explain this. If you guys don't know what a podcast is, it's basically just like a radio talk show. So it's just the four of us sitting around one mic connected to a computer.
Talking about
Stuff.
Yeah.
junk.
And not only will these eventually be live, but they'll also eventually be video once we get to
Well,
final
if people
destination.
like them. If people
Yeah.
like them enough for us to
If this
continue
keeps
talking
going.
to them, why not?
but
So we get to our final destination.
final destination.
So what are our jobs?
Well, as far as positions in the Soldier Side realm go, I like doggy style, but
What?
I am the CEO.
I have no idea what that was supposed to mean.
What? Okay.
I'm Pelican. I guess I'd be like not CEO, probably like co-president.
I guess I'd be co-president.
I
don't really
He
know.
said I guess I be.
Yes, my language good here.
You
way to
We're-
grammar you're using.
You're schooling for computer science.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be like the site manager once we get that going.
Yeah, so I'm going to college currently for computer sciences. That should be fun, I hope. Otherwise, I'll change career paths.
Either way, you're gonna build our website though. Just fucking-
I really don't
Okay,
want
boss.
I'm Jacob Cohen, and I'm the researcher for right now.
yeah, you don't do shit yet.
I don't do shit. I kind of.
Find something.
I have my laptop in front of me.
When we put out laptops and
Wait, we're putting out laptops?
God damn it, Jacob just said laptop. When we put out Let's Plays and shit, yeah, Jacob's gonna be a part of that. The four of us will be like the original, but and Daniel is doing.
I'm doing 3D animation. I made it sound so awesome, didn't I?
Definitely.
He's gonna be the head animator for other content that we're gonna put out down the line. But for now, let's just sit around a mic and
Talk about things we like.
converse.
Well, if you haven't guessed by now, we're all big nerds. You know.
Don't be a nerd, you geek. I'm a geek.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure
Let's
that's not?
let's not
I'm
go
not really
with that
that
topic. We are all gamers.
I
That's something we can all agree on.
Some more than others.
Yeah, some of us don't even have Halo 4.
Or Grand Theft Auto 5.
I
Yeah.
have no money.
The two top games that we've been playing.
I
Yeah.
play Minecraft all the time though.
Yeah.
You leave your Xbox on in Minecraft all the time.
You do. It's pretty bad. Like, I've been, I'll be on at like 3 a.m. as I do.
Be on.
And I'll have two friends on. One's on Netflix, one's frozen in Minecraft. And that's Jacob.
Like I leave and I forget to turn off my Xbox or leave my map, so I'm just like chilling on my map and Lauren leaves me signs.
I leave him signs.
You
Like
left your Xbox on.
It's been
Yeah,
4
just like
hours,
it's up.
dude.
It's been over 12 hours.
Yeah, it happens.
Might want to turn that off.
Aye.
Whatever.
Yeah, so
I feel like we should talk about ourselves.
Yeah, I do feel like we should do that. So I guess I'll start. I've played video games since as long as I can remember. First console I owned was a Nintendo 64, and I think the first game I ever played was Mario Kart 64. So that was fun being competitive with my brother. Pretty much got every console except for a PlayStation 3 and 4 in 1.
there's a PlayStation 1?
That's not what I meant.
Xbox One.
Yeah. And a Wii U.
Which we're gonna have
My
to-
favorite type of games are probably RPGs, but shooters are probably the funnest for playing with your friends.
Definitely. Especially the way we've been doing Halo lately. Daniel and I have been playing a lot more often.
I played 3 games of Ninja Assassin and Halo tonight. I won every single one of them.
Brag about it.
Nice.
I am bragging, but the only reason I'm bragging is because it does not happen often. I was
Okay.
like very surprised with that.
So explain yourself, Dan.
Explain yourself.
well, see, I was doing good.
That's not what I meant.
I
Who
know.
are you?
I am the one who's very derpy. I'm into Assassin's Creed a lot. I have really weird vocal mannerisms.
Yeah, we saw that machinima that you did.
Hey,
Well, no one's gonna know about it. I don't even
I'm
think
re-
it exists on the internet.
I don't think it is. Actually, it is. It is. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't remember what
Don't
it's
look
called.
for it, please.
Don't.
Please, we're not gonna even
Oh,
name
dear.
it unless we put it in a link dump or something.
You know, I just realized. I'm gonna explain
what I
it.
just realized.
For someone's senior project, Daniel helped out by voicing
Shut
someone
up.
in a machinima.
Shut up.
And all of a sudden, he, like, midway through his line, developed some Italian accent. Made no sense.
It
But
started out like Russian, went
That
to
just-
Middle Eastern, and then to Italian.
that just made me realize how much hell is going to be when we start recording our
That's
own
the thing,
stuff.
is that with our stuff, he
Our
had...
scripted stuff is going to be...
No. The only problem is that when I helped with that person's senior project, they didn't give me anything to work with.
Like, they just
gave
gave
you
you
a
the
evil
script.
guy. Evil guy. Read these lines. Evil.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hard to work with. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I could
Is it
not.
though?
I
It
could
is.
do that.
I had no idea what to do. Like I started out Scottish and stuff, and then
Well, not the accent
I
part, but
wouldn't
like
even give it that.
your pitch and your tone of voice you're supposed to give.
that's the thing.
It's
is
hard
that-
to know if you're supposed to be like angry or like,
Oddball.
You gotta,
I don't know.
you gotta read the character.
I don't
You have subtext going on.
I don't sound naturally.
Into the goal to score points.
Pretty much.
Oh god.
I don't sound naturally evil. I don't think. So it's a little hard for me to be like, I kill you.
why does every evil person have to have a deep voice?
Deep-
I don't
I
know.
was just about to say that. You could do a good, like in New Vegas, there's a good evil guy with like the highest pitched voice of
Good
an evil
evil
guy
guy.
I've ever heard.
I will kill you now.
It was Volpace. You guys haven't played New Vegas yet, have you?
No.
I know, but this is supposed to be this like big ruthless guy, and you're imagining somebody who's big, beefy, and ruthless, right?
Volpace
But-
in Colta was like,
You don't generally associate.
your job is to go see Caesar and Legion. It's like, what the fuck?
But he's the serving dude. He's not the main big
But he's
fat
still
dude.
Evil.
he's not fat, dude.
No, the
Okay.
P.
All right, let's
JC.
just keep it going, guys.
So
where's-
Was it not going?
Yeah, I thought it was going. You're just not paying
You're just on your
attention.
laptop.
I'm
Quit
trying to.
looking
I'm
up
actually.
girls.
okay, let's move on to Lauren then. So what about you?
Well, I've been
I didn't
playing
say anything about me.
video games as long as I can remember. Some of my favorite games.
Copying me.
Well, I have a shitty memory, so like I barely remember yesterday. So as far as I can remember, yeah, I've been playing video games.
What did you have for dinner?
Today?
Last night.
Oh shit.
I remember what you had for dinner.
You do?
Yeah. Same thing my dad had for dinner, and I think I had a piece of yours.
What? I'm thinking like yams.
We had chicken yesterday, dude.
Oh, right. See, shit. I wasn't even pretending. I swear to God, I wasn't.
Are you? What?
Yeah. I may have had like 2 dinners.
I think one of the main reasons I remember that though is I've been working on my room the last couple nights, and like there's a ladder on top of a desk in
That's where
like
you
2 rooms
ate?
ago. No, but there was also a trash bag next to it.
How do these link to you remembering what you
Hey.
had for dinner?
No. The reason they link is because me and Lauren, when we were done with the chicken, we'd throw the rinds in the garbage sack.
chicken rice.
What does the ladder have to do with any of that?
All right, the chicken bones. Hey, let me finish. The chicken bones. Shut up. But still, we put the chicken bones in the
Bones.
Hey,
Alright, I'm sorry.
finish. We put the chicken bones in the trash bag, and later last night I was playing like some Halo and stuff with Lauren and Pelican, and I hear this huge crash, and I walk in there, and before I even get to the other room where the ladder's on top of the desk, there was a chicken bone in the middle of the floor, and there was just a crashed ladder everywhere.
Crashed
The cats,
ladder.
like this, they managed to push it 1.5 feet off of the desk, like
To
it was
hit
a
the
foot-
trash can.
No, like yeah, to hit the bag of stuff, knocked it over. To get the chicken out of it, they got the chicken and brought it to the middle of the floor and were gnawing on it like rats. And like I went out there and I was like, "What the hell, cats?"
So, just looked up like how long before my Xbox breaks with me leaving it on. They said no longer than 3 days.
That's a lie. That's
If you leave it on for 24 hours.
I think it depends on where you live. Like, if you live somewhere cold enough, I've heard about people living in the UK and leaving them on for like 3 years.
Yeah, but like,
like
Yeah.
fuck it. But anyway, I really like sandbox games, and I'm not sure why that is, because it seems like it's a way limited version.
Freedom
a
of
video game.
adventure.
It seems like limited adventure is what it would be, but I just really like sandbox games. I'm big on Fallout. I'm big on Elder Scrolls.
Big on
besides Elder
Minecraft.
Scrolls Online. I'm not a fan of MMOs. I do like online multiplayer shooters. Those are my big ones. And I'm not sure what category Assassin's Creed. That's not really sandbox.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
It
sandbox.
is.
I'd say it's sandbox. It's story-based sandbox.
Yeah,
It's a
okay.
little weirder.
It is sandbox though.
Well, I do like that a lot. Yeah. Now that I think back on it, though, a lot of the games that I've like, there's a lot more than I thought are sandbox games.
That's kind of how I wish Dishonored was. I wish it was more like Assassin's Creed in that aspect. Because I love Dishonored, and I actually recently bought the Frigmore Witches pack thing, the DLC.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoyed it. I had already bought the Knife of Dunwall, which are the 2 that you play as Dowd. Which you guys might not know about it, because Dishonored isn't one of the games you have.
I already beat Dishonored.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember that you borrowed
Yeah,
it.
me too.
No, I own
I beat it.
Oh,
too.
then never mind. Well, Pelican might not know,
I don't care.
but still,
Spoil it for me.
I'm not going to. Dowd just is Assassin, who's not Corvo.
You spoiled it for me.
Thanks. I'm not going to, but spoiler.
I'm not going to spoil it because it's a really good game, and I would highly recommend it for anybody to play it, Pelican. And
Yes, Dan.
yeah, I forgot where I was going with that.
Maybe we'll have some content
I-
coming up with that.
I wish that Dishonored was a sandbox game, just because I think that would add to it. I'm not sure exactly how it would work. But
Dishonored 2.
yeah, that'd be awesome. I would
Dishonored
love that.
2.
I would buy
I'd
all
love a
of that.
Saboteur too,
Alright,
but I know why that's not going to happen.
so Jacob, I mean,
Hey, I'm Jacob. I've been playing games for as long as I can remember, which is the past 5 minutes.
You don't say.
Nah,
Deja Vu.
some of my fondest childhood memories is playing games.
Like breaking your brother's nose.
Yeah, break my brother's nose while playing Baldur's Gate, stuff like that. I'm an actor for my high school. Play music, hang out with these guys on the weekends.
Yeah.
Usually don't talk very loud, but except when I'm...
You laugh loud, and you talk loud normally.
Yeah, when you start to get
I don't know
laughing
why,
about
but-
something, you get louder.
Yeah.
When we're all talking around each other, you talk louder and stuff. But when we're just listening to you talk, you're just like, yeah, guys.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Becomes an ASMR video.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not very good at talking about myself.
Kind of games.
Kind of games. All kinds of games. I really like the Zelda franchise.
So
That's the first time
RPG.
that's brought up.
RPG. I am a fan of MMORPGs, online, stuff like that.
MMORPG FPS.
Russia.
Yeah, I play a lot of computer games. I'm probably one of the only ones here.
In the group that's...
No, you.
I have
no, you're
Civ
not.
and I have
Computer
Minecraft
focused.
on my computer, but I still have never played it on my
Civ,
computer.
Minecraft, and I've played about 3 years of TF2. But I got
Yeah, that's
that over
true.
all of you.
Yeah, you probably have that over all of us, but...
I remember watching you.
Heavy.
Whenever I went to your house, you'd be in your little motorhome thingy, and
Yeah.
I would walk in, and you're just on the laptop or on the computer playing TF2.
Jerking it. Yeah, but I had the nicest setup for it. I had this trailer parked outside of my actual house that I lived in. It was the best, though. Man,
When it was cold in the morning, you didn't even come to school.
Oh yeah, no. If I ran out of heat in the middle of the night, I would just be like, "Mom, sick."
Texting her.
Later.
Yeah, like sometimes Lauren would not show up to school for like a week, and I'd be like, "Where's Lauren?"
He's just really cold. He doesn't want to get out of bed for a week.
He comes to school, and I'm like, "Dude, where were you like all last week?" It's like,
I don't know, but I'm one shade bluer.
That's probably why you grew your hair so long, is to get extra heat.
And then I moved out of the trailer and into the actual house, so yeah, it doesn't even matter now. Man. But yeah, apparently Assassin's Creed is a sandbox game.
I would say it was. I would say
it's
it is.
free exploration of the world, so it's sandbox.
yeah.
And if this was a video podcast, you'd be able to see how many Assassin's Creed things I have in my room. I have 2 flags, 2 statues, and then
4.
I have games and stuff. And
So,
I have
We all own games.
I have a Assassin's Creed coat that I wear all the time.
It's upstairs.
I'm excited
It's
for Unity. But,
I am too, but I'd have to buy an X-Bone first.
What's the yeah, X-Bones. What's the
Release date?
alternative to like they're coming out with 2 this year, right?
Yeah.
One for Xbox
Comet
One
and Unity.
Comet.
Comet.
Okay. Does anybody know what the release dates are?
Well,
I have no idea
I
what
can
the
look that up
release dates are.
right now.
okay.
I don't think there is set release dates for Unity at least.
Yeah.
I'm
All I
guessing
know
it's
is
the
that
end of
it's
this
my
year.
wallpaper. That's all I know.
I think I have the exact
So,
same picture.
Comet's predicted as being like,
Templar.
yeah. It's predicted being that way, and it's like, isn't it supposed to be in North America? Set in, like, the place where you play is supposed to be in North America. I
Do you know
believe.
what time?
Okay.
Actually, I don't know anything about Comet.
I
besides
know
that you're
nothing
supposed to be-
about Comet.
And I think it's supposed to be.
I think we're both more focused on the French Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Focus on you.
And I think it might be. Comet is. I think it's supposed to be in North America before Assassin's Creed 3, but like close to before or close to after. I'm not sure.
I don't know a lot about the French Revolution, so
Fine, Jacob.
Did you find anything?
Was okay. Assassin's Creed 5 Unity is expected out sometime this year, and the price has appeared on Amazon. Highly
Assassin's
anticipated.
Creed 5 Unity.
Yeah,
So it's actually going to be called. Okay.
the only reason
that's what I'm.
I was
reading.
gonna be confused as hell because they were.
Yeah,
no, like the way they lined it up is 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelation, 3, 4.
Which, the one thing that they said they would do is they would add a number each time they changed Assassins, which is why Revelations didn't change, because that was
And
Ezio and
Brotherhood.
Altair.
And Brotherhood.
Yeah, and Brotherhood, because Brotherhood was still Ezio.
Okay.
And, I don't know,
And
they just...
more to read. The highly anticipated game, which is coming out for PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One, will be out on December 31st, 2014. That's
That's
wrong.
barely
No,
in the
they
year.
put that date
I would disagree
because they
with that.
don't know what day it's coming out.
Yeah, and according to Amazon,
Yeah,
It
that's
could-
what they do for every
it
game.
could have-
And it's also rumored that Assassin's Creed Unity and Comet are going to have 4-player.
Co-op,
Yeah, 4-player co-op.
which means it'll be
Awesome.
campaign type co-op.
That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
co-op.
okay.
It's basically what it means.
I
That would
love
be
that.
amazing.
That would be amazing.
That'd be great to do some Let's Plays of, but I also want to like talk about how that would work in the game. Like
Yeah.
when you have a target, would it be like everybody has a target, or it's just one target and you guys have to take them
I
down?
don't
in a
know.
Maybe it
certain
adds
way?
a specific sort of challenge to it.
Yeah, I would imagine that too. Is you get. I'm guessing
And, like
the
once
more
the person's
people.
dead.
Yeah, I'm also
So-
guessing the more people you have with co-op, there'd be more enemies, or it just gives you a completely different set of missions for co-op.
I hope
Okay,
there's no reviving.
I
That would
have
suck.
news on Comet too. It's for Xbox One and PS4. It will take place in America. Main
Wait,
characters.
Xbox One and PS4.
That's what it says.
It should be for 360. They
That's
said it
what
was.
I'm reading here, and it
previous
says main character is a Templar.
We haven't
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, I'm just reading what you guys said.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a Templar.
Me neither. I didn't like being.
He played as Hatham, and I didn't.
And stuff.
Spoiler.
Well,
Yeah.
But that was
Well,
that was a
How's
year
that
and
a
a half
spoiler?
ago.
When did 3
So-
come out?
It was a while ago, but
Um,
still.
a lot of people didn't like 3.
I liked it, but I felt the character, as much as I did like Connor, I felt that it had a connection thing that was weak with people. Like, you didn't really feel for Connor as much as you felt for Ezio or Altair.
Right, because
Like-
having your village burnt down and your mom killed right in front of you isn't a...
No, aside from that, like, that's just
Not a
giving
field
him
trip there.
reason, but
Your father's your worst enemy, and
Your mother was killed in front of you.
I didn't feel a connection with that character when I played.
no
it.
connections.
I didn't mean none, but still, I didn't feel as much as I did to Ezio or
Well,
Altair.
Ezio was like a big character. Like you play as Ezio a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When people think Assassin's Creed,
He had a
they
really
think
good
Ezio.
storyline.
Yeah, he had a really good storyline, and there's a lot of games with him in
He's
it.
kind of the main guy.
Yeah. So and then that's probably why you don't feel as much.
Yeah, and when you compare them, it's
Yeah, it's kind of
Major Link.
Yeah, I felt 3 was pretty boring. I don't know, the storyline didn't really capture
Yeah.
me. The only character I liked was like the French guy who helps Connor, because he was like the only
Do you know
buddy
his
guy
name?
with them.
Oh, the guy with the hatchet? The butcher?
I don't know. No, not
You
that
did a
guy.
report on him.
No, not Marquis de Lafayette.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about that other French guy that you help. He's like,
The one in
he ends
when
up
you
throwing his
help him
piss
with-
pan on the
Oh,
guard that was out
right.
there. And Connor's like, oh, I'm gonna stab this dude and help this dude out, right?
No,
That one? Or are you talking about Lafayette?
I think I was talking about Lafayette.
Oh,
Yeah.
The general that's around Washington?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody else seemed like a dick in the story, and I don't know. The storyline was kind of like, I feel like it was poorly written.
I feel like it ended like just out of nowhere.
Yeah, that
Like
too.
I was playing like oh yeah, and then it's like I just beat the
Like
game.
there was no like big climax to a final fight.
yeah like
Right, the chase scene wasn't a big idea. Or it wasn't a.
it was. it was-
I died so many times in that chase scene because I got into
I actually went
No,
under
no, no.
the dock once.
No, okay. I redid that chase scene so many times because I got to the boat that was on fire.
and then you die.
No, and then I was like, he ran past this thing and was like, how do I get through this? It's the stupid Y-beams where you can like run around the side of it, and I didn't know that I could run through it. So for like 10 deaths, I kept jumping into fire. I'm like, how the fuck do I get up to him?
Yeah.
That
And then you
sucks.
just lose them. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Frustration.
The-
No, there was. Go ahead.
There was a couple barrels at the beginning of that chase scene, and they would blow up because Charles
Yeah.
Lee's men. I would try to like jump over that and time it right to where I didn't get affected at all by it.
Yeah.
One of the times I shot up straight into the air, like 300 feet. I was like, what the hell, man? And
Did you catch him?
that would have been awesome. Just like middle turn like a cat and just air assassinate him. No, but one of the other times it put me down. Like my leg got stuck in the dock, and then it just like shot me into the water, and I was just like, I'm swimming.
It's like,
I'm
failed because you
swimming."
touched water.
No, like I couldn't get out of it because it was like a box.
Yeah.
Just
There
didn't
was a
work.
huge control.
I did that in
They
Brotherhood.
Oh, yeah.
I was just like running around in Rome in a Brotherhood, and I all of a sudden just fell through the ground into the ocean, and I couldn't get out because the entire city is actually underneath water. There's a layer of water underneath the entire map, and I fell through, and I couldn't get out because the buildings prevented me from swimming into open water in Rome and Brotherhood.
It's
Hades.
Venice. Hades.
Huh?
Are you thinking of Venice?
No.
Venice is on
Brotherhood.
water.
Brotherhood. You can't go to Venice in Brotherhood.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just running around the city and I just fell through, and I was like, oh, I'll just swim out. Nope.
There was a big control aspect that was important when 3 came out, and that was not having to hold down a freaking
That took some getting used to.
No, I was happy with that immediately.
Well, I was happy with it too once I got used to it, but
I'm happy with it.
I kept jumping into shit.
But no matter what, I still hold it like it's Assassin's Creed 2.
I don't.
I don't know why.
You mean Assassin's Creed 1?
You mean Assassin's Creed Revelation?
Yeah, that works too. Any of those. I just said 2 because it's the same. I don't get your point.
I was just saying that was the last one that came out without that aspect, but Black Flag was
top notch.
It was It was one of my favorite. It's probably.
Yeah. Go on. Sorry.
It's
I don't know what I was gonna say.
That is probably one of the only games that I almost cried at the ending, which weak and stuff. But that song that's sang with the whole
party glass.
Yeah, the party glass.
Song's ancient, dude.
It's a good song. Sorry.
I'm not.
Didn't you research it? What was it? The song at the end.
Parting glass.
Yeah, where did it come from?
Yeah.
It's an old. You know the shanties too.
Yeah.
Don't stop singing the shanties.
Oh my god.
I'm really glad I know those because singing's fun. But I was gonna say something to do with it. But if there wasn't, or if I hadn't completed it with people at my house,
you would have been.
I would have cried probably.
Yeah, I finished.
That's the only reason.
3 a.m.
You're just like.
And I was watching it.
Cry sounds.
And then like that Forever Alone tear rolls down my cheek. I'm like, oh man. Oh. Sadness.
I would choose Assassin's Creed over sleep any day. Or night for that matter.
I haven't played 4 yet, so I can't really say anything about it. Although I was here for the ending, but I didn't understand it at all because I hadn't seen any of the rest of the game.
So
yeah, I felt
so I still don't understand it, and I don't even remember it.
Jacob hasn't finished it either.
My copy just disappeared off the face of the planet. Like I put it in my case.
Same thing with Lauren's brother.
Like, I think that's what's happening. I put it in the case. I was gonna play Far Cry 3. I started playing Far Cry 3. I put it in the case, put it on my desk. Because I'm borrowing it from Lauren.
You lost his copy?
No, I have. Oh. I have his copy of Far Cry 3. I've been playing that.
Oh.
I put that in my Xbox. Put my.
Did you finish that yet? By the way,
not yet. It's at my house still.
Great game.
It is a great game. I've just been Minecraft.
Definition of insanity.
There's so much of that game I still haven't explored, and I've played just way too much.
Yeah.
But played Blood Dragon?
No. Yeah.
I heard that was good.
It's amazing.
But it disappeared.
Yeah.
And so did my copy of Skyrim. My copy of Skyrim just magically showed up one day. And then
it's Dan. Dan's your problem.
And maybe you got trolls that live in your bedroom and steal your stuff
just
for a while.
Gnomes.
Bedroom trolls.
And then they just give it back.
How messy is your bedroom?
Actually,
completely
it's been pretty bedroom. Messy. It's been pretty bedroom.
And as he's saying this, he's looking around Dan's nice clean room.
That's like saying, "How was your
Granted,
day?" It was pretty day.
I say it all the time, though.
I gotta say that if I hadn't just finished painting and making this room what it is today, with Lauren's help a little bit, that it probably wouldn't be this clean. I finished it yesterday.
In fact, here soon we're all going to be living together in a certain living situation.
Let's not talk about that.
Let's not say soon either.
I really don't want to talk about that.
Why?
Because I feel like it's slapping me every time.
What?
Let's talk about it.
Verbally slapping.
Now I want to talk about it
more. I
more.
kind of have a cat-scented spray that I can just keep in my room. If I don't want to hang around Jacob anymore, I'm just gonna slip.
No, it's not.
You
it's
say
not
slip for spray.
It's not like when I smell cats, my face just explodes. It's when I have cat dandruff in my face that my face explodes and I puke because I cough too bad.
If I tape a cat to your face, how much would I have to pay you? It's like for
My
20,
soul.
50.
huh?
It's a cat stash.
I'd have like an EpiPen if you needed it.
But anyway, eventually we're all gonna be living.
Together.
Yeah.
Together forever.
Not forever. Well,
But,
for me, I'm going to be living somewhere. I'm going to have to live with someone until I'm done with college. Otherwise, I'm going to be on the streets.
For college. And if we
You have a
have to share
I will have a job, but I don't-
bedrooms,
Then you won't be on the streets.
I'm kind of in a place where like.
If we have to share bedrooms, I'm sleeping on the couch. Just because
So
it's
you're
not
gonna
that I
be
don't
in
like
a bedroom
any of
with
you.
someone sleeping on a couch.
No,
Or you're just saying that you don't want a bed.
it's not that
You're gonna
that
put a couch in
it's
the
the-
bedroom.
college students are notorious for having girls over or whatever, and that's gonna be weird. So I
Dude.
feel like I'm gonna be the one on the couch
Daniel.
the whole time.
Sock on the door.
I know, but I still
Literally
feel like no
from
matter what, I'm gonna be
this
sleeping on the couch the whole time.
concept.
Why?
Cause Jacob's gonna be in my room all the
So?
time
So?
Drinking all the orange juice.
with the chicken rinds and stuff.
Maybe half the time
Chicken
Jacob
runs.
goes to their place.
Probably all of the time.
Like after Jacob wakes up and leaves to go do his thing with that girl that he had the night before, I just like walk in the door and in the middle of the floor there's a chicken bone. I'm like, what the hell were you guys doing last night?
He's like, she was into some kinky stuff, man.
Oh, Lord.
I can't sit anymore.
How can I don't want to know the girls that you're with?
Alright.
Dear. Anyway, I feel like if we do have to share bedrooms, I want it separated, the neats and the not neats.
We'll just put up a
But I feel
sheet
like we need
in between
balances.
rooms.
Like what?
Balance.
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 Like,
Balance.
the needs and the
Like, we need to
nots.
bring
I
balance
don't-
to the
I don't
folks.
want to have a hellhole.
We don't need
over-
like the Jedi over in one corner and the Sith over in the other. We need those intermingled.
Okay,
so we
No,
have
no, I
sweet
think
balance
we do.
throughout the
I
house.
think it's best if the Jedi and the Sith are separated.
So,
They can work it out.
okay, let me break this down. Daniel is a chaotic with bedroom messes, and Jacob is a chaotic with bedroom messes.
It's just
While
clothes.
Lauren's clean and
Slightly.
I'm clean, and so that's where we're getting this Sith and Jedi from.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's
like,
gonna be Pelican and I,
The Sith.
roomies.
if if you have a basement and I'm not too tall, I'll stay down there. But if I'm too tall for the basement,
If ever I
I'm
ever,
a cross base.
if I ever have to have like Anne's parents over or something over to our house when we're all living together and you live in the basement, I want you to like get like some face paint and stuff, like steal from your acting or whatever, and just like make yourself look as dirty as possible and like crawl out from the basement every once in a while.
We're like,
run away.
we're like, they don't feed me.
I feel like if Jacob gets a basement, it's gonna look like there's a rave going on down there all the time. And he's just gonna have like glow stick shit all over his face.
Actually,
And we're gonna come down and be like, Jacob, dinner's ready. He's like, what?
What year
glow
is
stick.
it?
He's got like white glow stick under his nose.
Do they even make white clothes?
yeah.
I don't think that's what my room is gonna look like.
That's what I pictured.
I feel like my room.
With Jacob.
I feel like what's gonna happen when I move up there is I'm gonna have a bed and then a box with all my clothes in it.
Everything you own.
That's fine.
In a box. To the
Maybe my guitar, my keyboard.
Yeah.
Just like, and that's all I want. I don't want anything else.
all I'm saying is, I'm just saying.
I feel like bedrooms should not have computers in them. Like, no,
What?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
I mean, I have my laptop in my
Dan,
bedroom.
wait, hear me out.
That's
Hear me
going
out.
against everything Americans stand for.
Hear me out.
And laziness.
Hear me out. I'm saying for like you can have laptops or whatever.
That's a computer.
Let me finish, you fuck. But anyway,
Good thought.
well, since we're gonna have a bedroom like taken out just to put all of our school stuff in, like we're gonna have.
Are we? I don't know what the plan is.
I want to
so-
do that because that would be like our recording room, but just so one of us, like our work computers need to be in one separate room, and our bedrooms can have like laptops or whatever.
I know.
But I don't want like Jacob to say be working on a paper till 4 or 5 in the morning when I'm like I just finished with my paper and I want to go to sleep now because I don't want that light.
Yeah, that's why he goes out to like the kitchen or something.
Yeah, like
which
I'll
is
just,
why
like,
we have the
chill in
work
living
room, where people who work go in the workroom. I don't know.
I realized that I'm probably going to be on campus
It's gay
at the
time in the
libraries
bathroom.
all the time.
Yeah.
If I'm working on a project, I'll
Between
probably
3
be
and
at the
3:15
libraries.
is gay time in the bathroom.
But anyways, so Dan was talking about how video games make him sad. I've had video games that I've played that made me sad before.
I've never cried over a video game,
Me
but I
either,
came really, really close
Alright.
with Black Flag.
I've never cried at a movie, but Black Flag made me cry. Have you guys ever? Is there ever a movie that touched your soul
Yeah.
so much?
I used to have a dog, and I
Oh,
watched Marley and Me, and I was like with my friend, and he had a dog too
I can't do
that
dog
passed
shit,
away,
man.
and we're like sitting there at the end, and we're like, "Don't cry, bro, don't cry."
I can't do
So-
dog stuff. I love dogs too much.
There
Like-
was a movie I went to go see with Warren and I think Tucker. I don't remember who all went actually, but I remember I was wearing this red hoodie and we go in there and there's this sad scene like about 3/4 of the way through the movie, and I instantly started gushing blood out of my face.
Wait,
Yeah.
that took a completely different direction than I thought.
That sounds like a sad movie, then I started bleeding everywhere. Everywhere.
It was the only sad scene to that point, and as soon as that point hit, I just blood, and I had to like end up taking the hoodie off. And since we were in a theater,
At
I
least it
couldn't
was
exit
red.
and come
Can I
back
just
in.
ask something? Do you think that you're saying the word tears when you say blood?
No, I legitimately bled out of my nose.
Oh.
It looked.
At least you had a red sweatshirt, man.
I
that
was wearing
nice.
a black T-shirt under it.
You should have
and
put like a blood design into it.
like I took the hoodie off, and I'm taking the hoodie off. Like, yeah, but taking the hoodie off, and I instantly was like, mine, put it in front of my face, and held it there for about 15 minutes. And I was like, I think I'm good, and I pull it off, and it's like slowly dripping, and it goes again, and I was like, ah, and I held it there for the rest of the movie, and about with 15 minutes left in the movie or so, it's done. I was like, really? I was like,
So how was the movie?
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember that
I
because
don't
you used to
remember
get
the
nosebleeds like all the time in like my junior year, which was your freshman
For
year.
no
Yeah.
reason.
Which is, yeah, I used
Yeah.
to get them for no reason all the time.
I was gonna say, a movie that made me cry was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
I almost watched that the other day, but
That was really
I
What's that about?
looked at a different movie.
Oh, never mind. I don't.
Let's not talk
Stupid
about
question.
Yeah, it was sad. It was very sad.
I decided to
My
point
his-
out my flaw before I got the shit on by you guys.
We're human. We cry.
Well, you
about
see, it
dumb
was about
things.
this boy.
in striped pajamas.
But the thing about movies is like when I'm watching them, the whole time I know like this is scripted. This isn't even a real thing. This is fake. It may be based on a real thing, but it's still fake. It's scripted. Nothing's
actors-
actually happening.
But actors
Not
are
happening.
just that good.
It's like
Not
it's,
for me though, because as soon as that emotional part comes, I'm just like, oh, it's so fake. It's so fake.
it's
so
like
stupid.
when you watch
Oh.
horror
Start
movies.
crying.
And
horror
then,
movies.
but the only reason why I lost it on Black Flag is because it was like 3 a.m. and I didn't make that connection in my brain, and I was just like, oh,
Yeah, I was watching
and then right after that, I was like, oh wait, it's animated. These aren't people. What's going on?
Okay, so I was watching Charlie St. Cloud because my brother was watching it with his girlfriend.
No idea what that
It's
is.
got Zac
Zac
Efron on it. Efron in it. I can't even say his name. But anyways, like at the beginning of the movie, his little brother dies, and like my brother's girlfriend was crying, and I was sitting in the back of the room laughing because I was like, "Oh my god, his acting is terrible."
Zac Efron's?
Yeah. No, in that scene,
No.
you could tell it was so scripted. Like it was just terrible.
Zac
It was
Efron.
hilarious.
Et tu brute, so false, Caesar.
Yeah, and she's like, "Why are you laughing?" While she's trying, and I'm just like, "His acting is terrible."
I was watching this horror movie with a friend of ours, Brett,
Yeah.
Lauren's friend. I don't know if you guys just call him friend, but
We call him Brett.
Facebook.
yeah, he was like, and we were like all watching this movie. This girl that Brett had a thing with, and we're like watching this movie, and it's a horror movie. I don't even know what it's about anymore, but I'm like,
Whores.
she's gonna get eaten by something. Guess what?
She
got
Eaten by something.
No fucking way.
Yeah, and it was
What?
it was like like the girl had watched it like 5 or 6 times, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta watch it again," and I'm like,
Why?
"Why? You know what's coming every time." And she
horror
was
film
screaming the
is
entire time.
bad the first go around.
I don't know.
I wouldn't
Okay.
watch 5 minutes of a movie I've seen already if it was a horror film.
Yeah, I was just making fun of it the entire time.
Let's
can't
name all the
stand horror
cliches of actors in horror films.
Oh,
Jocks, pothead, hot chick, dumb
People
guy.
having sex.
I don't know. What
Don't
Two
have
people
sex in the
having
woods.
don't have sex on Friday the
it's
13th.
secluded
Don't camp.
from civilization. Incompetent cops.
The guy with the camcorder. That's another one.
Tripping.
Yeah,
A lot of tripping.
drugs, lots of drugs.
Running. Well, the
Running.
evil guy's walking. He somehow
Walking,
catches up to
catches
you.
up, yeah.
Masks.
Masks are
That too.
usually a thing. Most
films,
times
man.
when you're like there's a lot of exorcism movies. That's like a whole
Oh, God.
range. It's like spinning heads, puking everywhere. That's like and then like crosses.
Bending over backwards.
Like on This Is the End.
Yeah.
And Jonah
Oh,
starts throwing
attics and basements. Let's see what else is there.
Ups and downs.
What was I? I was
Something
gonna say
about Satanism.
Oh, superhuman strength, even though it doesn't make any sense.
This is
What
why
else?
I hate horror films.
I can't watch
Non-dying
horror films.
villains.
I can't
That
stand
too.
horror films.
Like no villain ever just dies.
And they always end the same way too.
Yeah.
There's two possible endings for every horror film.
The hand comes out of the grave.
Either everyone dies or like the 2 people get away and they live their lives
And then the credits
running
roll.
away from them.
And then the credits roll, and at the end, the hand comes out of the grave, and it's like, oh, question mark.
Part 2? Question mark.
Part 13.
It's just so overdone.
Yeah. And
I don't know. As a kid, like there was a movie about like the Tooth Fairy. I forgot what. Darkness Falls. Darkness Falls was like,
Oh,
I actually
I've
was
seen it.
scared by that.
Like when
And-
I was
Well,
little,
when you're little, a lot of stuff scares you.
I know, but
I was terrified.
for some
Terrified
reason
of horror movies.
I was a lot more
Scooby-Doo
scared as a kid. I know that's generally how it works. I was a lot more scared as a kid, but now it just seems that every single horror movie is right shite. It's all shite.
Oh my god,
It's terrible,
And
and,
it's
I
all-
really can't. Like, I tried watching a couple movies on Netflix. I don't remember what they're called, but they just. I don't know. I was like, really?
It's just
Watching horror films and making fun of them is really entertaining.
yeah. I went and did that with the girl once. It was hilarious.
Yeah, like it's funny because like me and Brett were like, "Oh no!" And I jumped in Brett's lap. Brett's a lot smaller than me, and
he
like Brett,
probably
hold me.
The bird's like, I got you, bro.
I got you, bro. It's scary. I'm scared.
It's like the girlfriend's holding on to him, like, I'm scared, and you're just like,
I'm
more
scared. I'm more
jump into his
scared.
lap and knock the girlfriend off the chair. Fuck you.
That's pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
You've already seen this.
5 times. I don't know why you're watching this. Yeah.
It's a terrible movie. Why would you watch it twice?
I was there to make fun of it, and
We're the critic guys. Yay.
Making fun of horror films seems to be like,
Making fun of
to
horses
me
is
it
fun.
seems like a,
It seems like a pastime.
it's like if someone's legitimately scared of horror films, they will laugh at it if they're in a group of people that they don't feel comfortable being scared in front of. I'm just saying. I've seen it
right now.
happen before. People watching a horror film and they won't allow themselves
To get scared.
to look scared in front of the group of people that
They're
they're
like,
with.
I'm shooting my pants right
And
now.
they're like, ah, it's funny because he's a scarecrow and he was a broom and now he. And
What?
We're like, what are you talking about? It was a jump scare, and you're like, ah, nervous laugh.
I think something I do have to point out though is that I would watch a horror movie over a gore film any day. Gore films are just boring to watch.
it's stupid. There really is no different nowadays. Like they're all the same thing. Gore movies and horror films.
be why I hate horror films.
Yeah, gore films are basically they just kill a bunch of people in a bunch of different ways, and there's no jump scenes, and it's not really scary unless you're like 7. I don't know.
It's just a lot of
their
gore.
targeted audience.
I don't know.
7-year-olds. We can scare the crap out of 7-year-olds.
Yeah,
Rated R, but we'll let you in if you're 7.
like I think one of the first gore
Don't tell anyone.
Like one of the first gore films I ever watched, the entire movie took part during the daytime, and there were no jump scenes at all, and it was just like
I would love to watch.
Boring. Oh my god.
Love to watch a categorized horror film with no jump scares or anything scary at all.
That'd be hilarious because everybody'd be there like, come on, where is it?
Yeah,
during the scenes where there's like no music or no sound,
there's a lot of like,
and it's like zooming in on something.
foreshadowing. There's a lot of foreshadowing going on, and then it like quickly pans the camera over to the door, and everyone's like,
and then nothing.
Yeah, it's
like, and then then someone opens the door and comes out. It's like, what's up, guys?
they're like, hey, yeah, I'm here to kill you. Just stand, you know.
I'm gonna be across the street. I'm ordering some pizza. Do you guys want some? I mean, you can't just die on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
What's the point in that?
Oh, by the way, your car's not going to work halfway through this movie. You might want to fix that now.
Oh, and just make
Because
sure your shoelaces are tied, but it won't matter because you're gonna trip anyways. You know.
Best horror film ever.
I've heard real stories where, for some reason, when people are scared, they lose motor control.
What?
I guess that can happen.
When you have
because when you get scared,
lose
your
control of your
adrenaline
Your
receptors pick up, and I guess if you're getting too much adrenaline, it might.
Yeah.
It might screw you up. It's
like
counteracting each other. Like,
nope. Nary is the time that I get scared.
Nary.
So, I like the fight or flight reaction. I don't like it, but I naturally fight. It's like my first instinct, and sometimes it gets me hurt.
Like when somebody goes for your balls, and you're just like, you
When
do the
someone
thing
goes
where
for
you
my
cover and you
balls,
put up a fist.
I cover and I swing. if something tries to jump scare me, my left hand goes over my balls, my right hand cocks back into a fist.
And this is totally natural. Like, you can just get close to Lauren and like wave your hand towards him, and he'll do it.
yeah, it's really weird. I think he's getting beat when he's at home, just because he does it whenever. Like, he was at my house yesterday.
I was laying on my stomach.
Yeah, you were laying on your stomach.
I was laying on my back.
You were
and my
laying on your
stomach
back,
was
rather.
exposed. And that's a vulnerable position.
It was a vulnerable position.
You almost messed that up.
Hey, I didn't know.
Vulnerable position.
Thank you.
Thanks. We
Check
said
up
it
the
multiple
words,
times.
guy.
The wordsmith.
But anyway, like, I go to like step on his belly, but not even that hard. I was going kind of slow, and he like flinches and spazzes out for a second.
I was popping some sit-ups at the time, by the way. I was on the
half
floor
arm.
popping sit-ups, and Daniel's floor is concrete, and so when my hands are behind my head because that's sit-ups, right?
Yeah,
And
you know, you're not supposed to do it like that.
exposed. Well, I'm a cheater, but I'm extremely exposed. So, see,
He just did it now because Daniel turned to pop his back.
God damn it. Anyway, I have my hands behind my head, and he like hovers his foot over my stomach. I catch a glimpse out of it. I catch a glimpse of it out of the corner of my eye, and immediately my hands throw forward, and I hurt my finger really bad on the concrete floor. And I was like, God damn it! He's like, I didn't even touch you. I'm like, I know, it still fucking hurts. It's like, now he's choking, dying. We're all dying.
But anyway, yeah, you're not supposed to put your hands behind your head, not because it's cheating, but because it is actually bad for you.
Hurts.
Is it?
Yeah, it's bad for your abs to do it like that and your neck.
I just had a sip of Monster, and like it went in, and I coughed at the same time.
So you
it went
sucked
out
it
my
down your
nose,
face?
except for there's something in Monster for some reason that just burns every part that isn't my throat, and it hurt. It felt like fire.
And it hurt.
It felt like fire. It sucked.
Me and Daniel were walking across town last weekend.
Were we?
Yeah, we went to come here when we were at Pelicans.
Oh,
to get.
Oh yeah, you guys
and then
took forever. We
cat-
started watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cat came out of nowhere, and I'm like, defensive stance, and Daniel's like, it's just a cat, and I'm like, I know, but I thought it was a raccoon.
I went into defensive stance too.
Would just be like, I'm gonna
So-
attack those two people.
We weren't walking very fast, obviously, being that it took us an hour to get back to your house.
Yeah.
But I don't live that far away.
You guys live like, I don't know, 7 blocks away, maybe.
Maybe.
And
We spent like 15 minutes here, though.
And this is a small town too, so there's like absolutely zero traffic.
there's nothing going on
But
at night.
yeah, there was a cat. That was the biggest thing that
shit.
happened when we were outside.
and I got into a more defensive stance, and he's like,
It's just a
what are you
cat.
doing? And I'm
No,
like,
I wasn't like that because I did the same thing. Like, I stepped, like, my feet are walking normally, you know? My feet are just walking.
Well, that's good.
But, like, I moved one step away from the cat and, like, planted my foot, And I was like, wait, it's just a cat. So I didn't even do anything with my arms.
Daniel's making jack-off
Weirdest gesture.
I didn't do anything with my arms. And I was just like, wait, it's a cat halfway through my thing. So I just like... It's like, nope, with my leg, and I moved it back to normal walking distance.
No
I was
one
like, it's just a
understands
cat.
anything you just said.
Not even me. I was there.
So basically,
So he was halfway through my thing, and I was like, nope, and I moved my foot back.
So basically, this is what happened. They were walking, a cat came out, Daniel got into position, and then as soon as he realized it was a cat, he went back to normal position.
Thank you, Pelican, the Daniel translator.
You're welcome.
I've known him longer, but I still have no idea what he said. So,
Yeah.
what the hell?
That was a thing.
Yeah, I have no interesting stories.
And
Other than when I came home from school on Friday, it takes me about half an hour to drive home on the highway. And like, it was sunny when I left the school, cloudy halfway home, and by the time I got to town, it was raining. And I was like, well, this is just bullshit, because I was going to wash my car today.
It's like, you're going to wash your car today? Awesome, let me help you.
Yeah.
It's like, all you'd have to do was like, rub it down with soap and stuff. And then the rain would just be like, I got this.
and right when
From
we
We're
put
just
the
like-
soap on, it'd be like sunny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Then just rinse it off.
you too.
Man.
Oh, I had something I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I went to the dentist on Friday, which is yesterday, and got stuff done. They had to numb me twice because for some reason it did not work the first time. None of the numbing stuff worked.
Yeah, I get numb twice all the time.
And I decided that, hey,
Very good.
about halfway home, I was like, hey, Dad, can I drive the rest of the way? And he's like, sure, I need to eat this burrito anyway, because we stopped at Taco Bell.
This
And-
burrito anyway.
The lunch of
And
champions.
so I got in the driver's seat, and I started to pull away, and I was like, this isn't a good idea. And
You got
'cause, like,
woozy.
yeah, I was getting really woozy in the middle of driving, and like I could tell because I was not being very steady with the wheel.
And
like
so
I would
it's
turn and go straight back and just wiggle the wheel a bit.
And
And
so in his mind, he decided that it was best for him not to tell his dad that he should drive.
It
instead of
wasn't
Daniel.
that bad, just because we
Okay.
were about 5 miles away from my house, so I was just like, I can wing it.
Okay,
I
Daniel.
hope there's not any cars close.
That's a great.
You just eliminated any chances of me ever getting in your vehicle.
Yeah, you were just like you were intoxicated.
No, I'm fine
no.
normally driving, but for some reason there was just a little something going on in my head.
I don't know, because you were drugged.
Yeah, that's
You
a
were,
might
you
have
were-
been
you were drugged and then you drove.
That's a
It wasn't that
possibility. We're L.A. Noir in this bitch. Unraveling the mystery.
Yeah, in my
of
car,
amazingness.
we had to fix my the axle on my front tires, and so now my steering wheel actually sits a bit turned when you're driving straight.
That's
So I have to hold it a little bit turned when I'm driving.
that
but it's
sucks.
But you get so used to it that now that I feel if I drive a normal car, I'm gonna be like sideways with it. I'm like, why is it doing this?
Well, I think your car's a little bit off. You might want to go get
I
your
hate that.
tires
And
arranged.
since I can't drive, the closest thing I have to relate to that is I had a controller
Yeah, Lauren's never drove in his life.
ever.
Ever.
I've never been behind the wheel, but I had this controller and the left bumper went out for some reason. But
remember that controller.
I knew I was getting a new one eventually. I thought it was sooner than it actually was. But when I had to scroll through things using the bumpers
In Minecraft.
in Minecraft, I would know to just keep hitting the one side over and over and over again until I scrolled back to where I wanted to be. Even if it was one block over. If I pressed really hard, I could get it to go the other way. But that really hurt my finger after a while. So I just, I used the one side. And, well, eventually, when I got that new controller,
It's just a habit that you had to
it was
keep
a
doing.
habit that I kept using the one side, and I just became worse at Halo because I'm like, I gotta throw a grenade. Wait, that doesn't throw a grenade. I'm playing Minecraft too much, so I had to readjust through Halo so I
Yeah.
could play Minecraft normal again.
That's a really weird way
It was
to do
kinda
but I
cool 'cause, like,
understand it.
But it was kind of weird too, because like Lauren would arrange his objects in Minecraft.
I have a
So he could
specific
use
set.
them.
I have a specific set in Minecraft. I'm an organized person. I like to think, and when I collect items in Minecraft, I have a slot for every individual item in my inventory, and on my handheld inventory, I keep my weapons to the right, my map and torches to the left, and my food on the left, and I keep a stack of roses in the middle for good luck. So, yeah.
I have a funny driving story. So, I was driving my friend's minivan. I don't even have my permit.
Brett.
I was driving Brett's minivan.
Brett's minivan is a shithole.
Yeah, it is. And I was driving up to his girlfriend's parents' house because his girlfriend's parents hate him. So I drove it like 2 miles on the road, and then I turned into their driveway. I go there, pick up his girlfriend, and I'm about to leave. I put it in reverse so that I can get away from the house.
What makes
Still on drive?
I put it in, no. I back away from the house, put it in drive, keep going backwards.
Oh my god.
I brake, put it in reverse,
Put it back in
put it
drive.
back in drive, go backwards again.
Were you on a hill?
No, I was.
Why didn't you should have just went backwards the whole way back to Brett's house?
I was not about because I was out of town.
Yeah.
That's why I was driving. I was way out of town. So I was like, all right.
And you don't have your license, so you're just admitting.
So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna turn it off. That's it. Turn it back on. Put it in drive. And it works. And then I'm her dad was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like,
I'm
"Open the window."
intoxicated. I'm having churros.
I was like, the tranny's being weird. I rolled the window and it just.
And then he beat you up because you called his daughter a tranny.
No, I drive away. And later that night, I drive back and I'm just like, alright, just leave before he sees me.
Yeah, I don't get why do they like you more than Brett?
They've known me for a long time.
That's fucking weird because your ex liked Brett way more than this.
Yeah, my ex, his parents.
As long as you guys pick up each other's girlfriends, everyth's chill.
Yeah, everything's chill if
Fucking weird.
and then they don't know. Yeah,
You guys should just switch girlfriends.
no.
Or trade.
Switch parents.
Yeah, I'll trade parents with everything.
Man, it's hard to impress parents around these parts anyway, just because
Backwoods.
they're all hicks and a bunch of old-fashioned,
I'm not very hick. I'm actually very not hick.
You're
Okay,
very
we're not talking
hippie.
about us.
talking like
Parents around here.
White.
chicks' parents around here.
Yeah, it's
Be
kinda-
like hicks. It's
And I'm not religious, so I went to my ex-girlfriend's parents' house. They were very, very Christian.
everyone is around here.
Yeah, everyone is, and they didn't outwardly.
For those of you who
Say
don't
anything?
know, the part of Oregon we live in is as close. It's the closest to Alabama as it comes in Oregon.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Have you been to
Alabama.
Eastern Oregon?
Oh yeah, dude.
Some parts over there.
Over there.
I don't know, man. It's gotta be very specific parts because when I think Oregon, even though I live in this small country kind of part of it,
Yeah,
I still think Portland, Eugene.
yeah, those areas where it's kind of more liberal.
That's
Because
where the
that's-
gangs live.
Those towns, I love those towns. Maybe it's just because I grew up around here, and everybody wants to live where they didn't live when they were younger.
What?
Well,
What?
Usually
Yeah.
people don't want to live in the same.
like
town.
if you grew up in the country, you're like, I want to move to the city and get me a city job.
I don't.
And
I'd rather live in a
I
smaller
like Eugene.
town.
I definitely like
I
Eugene.
love Eugene.
My favorite city in the world is Seattle. But
I know some of the streets. In
It's at the
Eugene
gum wall. Do you just
better
go
than
there?
I know
It's
the
free gum
streets
every
in
day.
no, that is disgusting.
Dude, if I dig far enough, I can get gum from 20 years ago.
It's a fossil. It's art.
I can take the DNA from this and recreate a human from 20 years ago.
The only reason that came to mind is because I saw a picture of that wall today.
Oh, I've never heard anything about this.
It's
Oh, really?
at Pike's Place Market.
Can I go there and just throw
Gum
gum
it up.
everywhere?
Yeah.
You chew piece of gum and you put it on the wall.
No one cares.
No one cares.
Because it's an art thing.
Yeah, it's an art thing.
Okay.
I did it
That's
twice.
extremely interesting and also disgusting at the same time
I
because
know.
I'm pretty sure all the wall space is taken up by now, so you'll have to.
You have to
touching old
you have
gum.
to.
No, gum's stacked on that wall.
Yeah,
It's like
layers,
Layers and layers of flavors.
trident layers.
I'll look it up on my laptop real quick.
Holy crap, though. I couldn't imagine, though. You'd have to, like, take a napkin, because I don't even like touching my own gum. You take a napkin,
Out of your mouth.
put it in your mouth, put the gum on the napkin.
Oh, I could not do
I don't
that.
know. I don't want to put my gum on that wall. I chew gum all the time, but I still don't want to put
I'm
it on
chewing
that
gum
wall.
right now.
I have like a box of 12 right there.
Yeah, you left some gum at my house last
That,
week.
It's
that
pronounced,
happens all the time.
5.
Alright,
I have a box of 5 that is a 12 pack.
I have pictures of the Seattle gum on my laptop for everyone that's here to see.
Seen it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's
That is...
there are
those
stalactites
There's stalactite gum.
of gum from
That-
a windowsill.
Oh, that...
Like
Daniel,
the
see
people
I hate that.
put it, and like I guess they just drag it down to make stalactites. But
over
there's
windows.
the one problem that I have with that is that there is multiple stacked on each strand.
right.
And so you have to like touch somebody else's
You will
gum.
have to.
No, you don't have to.
disgusting.
So people
This is-
would have to if they wanted to do that.
Oh, could you imagine if that was your house?
Dude,
so
like,
I bet if you
Nice.
took all that gum and you scraped it off, you could make like 2 tires.
more
That's
gum
like
wall.
the 2 of the crappiest tires.
Daniel, when you're editing this, you should probably
I'll try to.
I've seen
Some
some tires
pictures.
made out of
Dude,
shoes.
you should make that the
dude.
picture for them.
I don't know what's the worst. Is
yeah.
I saw some shoes made out of tires.
really?
Yeah. Tire tread shoes. Actually, I think I have some upstairs. My dad's kind of weird.
That makes pretty cool lights.
One of the things I want to talk about before we go off is that, Jacob, you recently completed a game, which
Did
makes
I?
it number 2.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wait,
So
Number
Jacob.
2.
I recently
Pelican.
fully 100%ed a game, and this is only the second game on Xbox that I have 100%ed.
Is it called
All
an
the
arcade game?
achievements?
It's,
Huh?
it's an arcade game.
Yeah, it's an arcade game.
So,
All the achievements?
Huh? Yeah, all the achievements.
What is it?
Deadlight.
Oh.
So
It's actually
just
really
get
easy to
100%.
get all of it.
Yeah,
I
that
actually
was
really
the-
enjoyed the game, and I was hoping that when we start doing Let's Plays and stuff, that we could speed run that game,
That'd be fun.
because it would be fun. It's really
We could
short. It
definitely
only
do
takes
some
about
speed
3
runs.
hours, and we could just cut that up into videos.
You
Some
guys-
people have 45 minutes on that game. It's insane.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see speed runs, we could
We could
Maybe
do it, just
dabble.
Tell us.
in the speed run.
Yeah. I could try doing a speedrun of Thief, but
Oh,
That would take way too long.
I could do Reach Legendary.
That'd have to be a full play.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
that'd be
Reach
cool.
Legendary. That'd be fun.
in like an hour maybe.
We did that
If I push-
for
if
a
I
charity
push
event.
all of it.
We did
Yeah.
Reach Legendary with Forrest for a charity event. That is the fastest I've ever completed that game.
And we
It was
should have
awesome.
finished faster is the thing.
Yeah, we messed up on a couple parts.
On the flight level, we got the checkpoints mixed up, and then also on the Pillar of Autumn, which I know I can beat in under 15 minutes by myself on Legendary. I just forgot some of the key points of where you go to speedrun it, and so we spent a little longer on that than I would have liked, but you guys probably didn't even notice.
I just liked playing it.
We did
I
get through it
didn't
pretty
care.
quick though.
Yeah.
It was a good time, but okay. Well, I think we're about out of time. For this one?
That was a very short
was like-
discussion about the whole completing games.
It was
I
like
was
an
gonna.
hour.
Okay.
Well, not
Well, we can keep
just the
going.
completing
Okay,
games.
so
Some
I've
people
only
don't know that.
I've only completed 2 games, and that is for achievements. So that would be Minecraft and Deadlight.
I haven't completed any games.
You haven't completed
Yeah,
Minecraft.
Deadlight was the.
I still don't have the pig fly.
You gotta be shitting.
How the hell?
He probably hasn't found any
What?
dungeons.
I don't.
I found a saddle in the Minecraft game we were playing with Ryak today.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we're done with the podcast, I'm getting on there, giving you that saddle,
Putting you
finding
on a pig
place.
on a cliff.
Yeah, that's what we're doing when we get back.
All right, I
Getting
guess
that
I'm gonna
achievement
complete a
tonight.
game tonight.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Deadlight was the free game with gold. I haven't got to play it yet, and I've been watching you guys play it, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I actually really like it.
I liked it because it was a puzzle game, and I'm totally into puzzle games that are RPGs. 'cause-
Oh yeah, you ever played Limbo?
No, but I wanted to, and I
It's a
grew
2D
up,
game, by the way.
Yeah,
if you
I
hadn't
grew
known.
up on Legend of Zelda, and I guess that's where I get the puzzle things from
I
because
don't know.
I love those games because I don't know, it's
Skyrim.
intellectually stimulating.
Skyrim's
Skyrim's
about
puzzles-
as close to puzzles as I get.
Skyrim's puzzles were weak.
Yeah, it's
compared
just
to
like,
anything
that's-
legendary.
I
Pull
love
this
it, though.
switch,
I-
pull this other switch.
I
Okay, you're
love
good.
it.
I have
It's
most
like-
of the puzzles memorized on Skyrim right now.
I feel
what I
like
love
if
about-
somebody really wanted to, they could go and make every Skyrim puzzle in Minecraft pretty easily.
Here's
Like,
what I love
I feel
about
like
the
that's
Skyrim puzzles, though. I don't like being challenged that well. Like, so it's like, here's the puzzle. Good luck figuring it out. And then it's like, by the way, you just press this button over here. Thanks, Skyrim. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Like,
Bethesda.
here's what you do, and here's
And
the
even
things
then,
right
you still,
underneath it.
a couple times you will get legitimately confused about something that's so simple right in front of your face, but
Because
you
you
don't
want to
expect
overthink.
it
You want to
to be
overthink
there.
it.
Yeah,
So, what games have you completed?
Minecraft.
That's it? Just Minecraft?
What games are you close?
What is the closest game then? That was very short.
I
answer.
was 20 gamer score away on Skyrim,
And then
I stopped
the
playing
DLCs.
and then the DLCs came out. Fucked me over. Let's see, I'm close on Assassin's Creed 2, really close on Halo Reach. I got a couple more that I'm like right there. There's this stupid game that I was playing. It was a racing game made by Burger King. I got it on my Xbox.
Oh,
Like,
God.
it came with my Xbox. It had 12 achievements, and I was like, "There's no way I'm like not gonna do this." So I got like all the achievements except 3. There were the 3 hardest ones. Generally, how it turns out is like the 3 hard ones that take a little more time. I completed one of them. Didn't get the achievement. Completed another one. Didn't get the achievement. Completed the last one. Didn't get the achievement. And I was like, well, what the fuck, Burger King? Where's my achievements? I'm supposed to 100% this. And yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that I put so much time towards something so stupid.
Yeah, I think my closest was Reach, but that was on my old profile, so now it's probably Halo 4, because that's the other game I've played the most.
I'm not even close on Halo 4, but that's because I didn't dabble in the Spartan Ups.
I don't know how many.
There's only like 2 in Spartan Ops.
No, there's more.
No, there's like 2.
There's like 4.
There's
I don't
like
know.
4.
I really don't know. I don't,
Whatever. Okay, Jacob, what do you think you're closest in?
Closest.
Minecraft?
Minecraft is my closest game because I only have one achievement that I don't have. This is my second Xbox, so I don't like. I actually think I 100%ed Dante's Inferno on my last box.
Here's my thing with a game that I wanted to 100%, and that is Civilization Revolution. I love all the Civ games. That will take me like 400 hours to complete, like maybe 75% of it. But I've always said, like, if I'm bored enough
I can do it.
and I have music to push me through it, I know I can do it. If I don't have the music to push, like, I need music to genuinely play games if it's not a story mode thing.
But yeah, like Civilization Revolution, like I've wasted hours. I've just been like, all right, I'm gonna play a quick game of Civ.
Quick game of Civ.
Yeah, and then like 3 or 4 hours go by. I'm like,
I'm not halfway done with this yet.
I completely love the Civ series, though, and I wish my laptop was working right now, because if it was, I'd have it here, and right after the podcast, I'd be on Civ 5.
So, are you excited for the new Civ that's supposed
Civ
to be
6.
in space or
That's
in
a different
the
one.
future?
That is not Civ 6.
Well, I didn't say
That
Civ
is-
6. You said Civ 6. I said the next Civ.
It's not Civ, though. It's a Sid Meier game.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
try to
it's Sid
correct
Meier's.
me,
No,
and
it
then
says
when you're wrong,
It
you say,
says
"Well, whatever."
Sid Meier's
Children.
Try to
Play
correct me,
nice.
and then when you're wrong, you say, well, whatever. It's okay.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Like I'm going to let that slide. Okay. Are we done yet?
Okay,
No.
so the score is Lauren 1, Pelican 0.
I don't want to keep scoring, man.
One thing
The
that I would
internet
bring
will
up
for us.
was the only reason I have 2 games completed, and this is without DLC, by the way, is Minecraft and Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't want to go through and buy all the DLC to get those achievements and stuff, which even though I really do love Assassin's Creed, I had to push myself for like 3 hours, or 3 hours on top of the 20 hours I had already done. On my old profile, which was like my first profile that I had since like 2007 or whatever, didn't realize that I could just be like, oh, join Xbox Live and carry all my stuff over, so I created another account. So I have my current one. And anyway, for Assassin's Creed, I had 47 of the 50 achievements on my old profile, and I was like, there was 3 left. Get the Aldotore cape, wear the cape in a few cities, and get all the feathers left.
Okay, those are all the same thing.
No,
You
yeah,
just
they're
said those
basically
are all
the
the
same
same
thing.
Are
thing.
those the collectible? Those are all the collectible achievements?
No,
Yeah,
okay, so the achievement is collect all the feathers, wear the auditory cape in every city. That's only 2 achievements.
Well, you have to get the auditory cape. That's
That's
one
not an
achievement.
achievement.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Then it's something like that.
I know that's not an achievement. It's collect all the feathers and wear the cape in each city. But getting the cape is not one of them.
Okay, I don't know which one it was, but I had like 3 achievements left. Anyway,
Yeah, go ahead.
I told Ryan Swinson about that when I started going and trying to get every achievement in that, and he's like, "Oh, I have like 27 achievements in that game," and I was like, "Yeah, I just got to 25 achievements," and he's like, "Huh, I bet you that I can beat Assassin's Creed, complete it before you can." And that day,
So we raced.
we raced, and it took us like
And we
probably a week.
race.
It took us a week to go and get all of the stuff, and I beat him by a day. Like one day, he had like 49 feathers, and this was before I knew that you could go into specific districts and look. It's like, oh, this district has 1 feather.
And by
left.
maps.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I just knew that you could look at a city and it'd be like, you have this many feathers out
Well,
of
not in
100.
2. In 2, you can buy maps for feathers.
Yeah, there was no maps for feathers, but they would tell you what specific area they would be in.
Yeah.
Like, there's districts in Venice. Venice was my last city to go get all of them.
God,
I would do it by
Venice. Oh
city
my God.
each night. Or, yeah, do it by city each night and try to get them all. Yeah, so I ended up spending 20 or 30 minutes looking for 1 feather in Venice.
The thing about collectible achievements for me,
And that's when you're just going up and down every street like, where the fuck is it?
Which is also one of the reasons why I refused to buy the DLC for that, at least on my profile, just because I want to keep that completed game on my list.
yeah.
I felt that I had to go back and complete that, being that that is one of my favorite games of all time on Xbox.
Yeah.
The thing about collectible achievements for me is if you don't have one of these 2 things, I'm not going to get the achievement. 1, make it a percentage of the collectibles that you have to find for the achievement. I don't want to get all of them. Make it find 50% of all feathers. Or number 2, what game did that, by the way? There was like a
I have no
there was a
idea.
series. Was it Crackdown? I don't think so.
No, I did. Never played
But,
Crackdown.
2, it needs, if you have to find 100% of everything, there needs to be like maps you can buy that include where all the collectibles are. Otherwise,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I just don't want to waste my time with it. It's just so much time.
Yeah.
I tried. Oh no, that's what I was gonna talk about. I came really
Revelation.
I came really close on Revelation too. I came extremely close in Saints Row. I think I'm at 980 gamer score, same as Skyrim. But and Fable 3. Fable 3 I was really close. But in Saints Row, there's these collectible achievements, and it shows you where they are on your map, but only on your mini map. And if you go into your big map, they're not there.
Yeah.
That
So-
sucks.
Your mini map is like a building. So I scoured up and down the road. Good thing you have superpowers. I didn't want to walk all the fucking way. I scoured like over every row of buildings, like south to north over one, north to south over one. Keep going, and there's still collectibles I haven't found. So
That sucks.
that pisses me off.
Yeah.
I can see everything on the map. I can see that they're not there, but I still don't have them. Don't understand.
Yeah.
I know sometimes they put them in like buildings or whatever, but
Yeah, I got to the same point that Dan did in Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed 2, where I only had 3 achievements left. I don't know, one of them was Clean Sweep, and one of them was Messer Sandman.
I found
And I
out
don't
how to
remember
do
what the third
those
one is.
just by trial and error.
clean sweep.
Yeah, that's what it's called. You have to get a spear, and then you have to hit 5 enemies at once with it.
That was
And
one of
Messer
my
Sandman, you
first-
have to throw sand in like 5
Five
people's-
guards face. I did
Oh.
those both in the same place in
Yeah,
Venice.
I remember the last one, but I don't remember what it's called. It's where you have to be in battle for like 4 minutes without being hit, and I could not do that one. I tried so many freaking times. I was like, oh my god, because they would either run away from me or I would get hit before I could finish.
Those
Which is why you don't
challenges-
kill everyone.
Yeah, I wasn't
Just
trying
block.
to. I was trying to block, but
those challenges like that.
But a spear guy would show up and I'd have to kill him, and then they'd all run away when I started being a badass.
The one thing that I did with that is in Venice, there's this huge area by that one thing on the water, which is everything.
Wow! Welcome to Venice!
I don't remember what it's called.
Venice is the one thing on the water.
Oh my
Shush.
God.
Is it the place where you learn to do the jump?
Well, it's the place where you use the bird thing that Leonardo makes. And you fly in and kill
Leonardo's flying machine?
Yeah, use that to get in this area. And that big building that's
Pelican,
all
help me on that.
guards and stuff.
Oh, and it's also the one that's got the
Yeah.
Assassin's Tomb.
Mm-hmm. The Assassin's Tomb on it.
I was in a party with Pelican for that one achievement where you kick a guard with the flying machine.
Yeah.
I didn't even read the achievements. I was just beating the game for achievements because I told myself I would get a certain amount before a certain date. And so I was going back and playing that for achievements. He was like, this is the only time you can get that achievement because you don't use the flying machine.
Unless you download DLC.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
you don't say. And so I restarted that mission like fucking 6 times because I kept killing myself on accident.
I did that as soon as I had
It was
to
kind of
replay
funny because before he realized that, he couldn't even figure out how to get to the building because he didn't know how to fly over the fire.
Yeah.
It's like, Lauren's attention span is very narrow.
I did that achievement. I was like, I wonder if I could hit that guard. And I was
Just randomly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I got an achievement for that. That's cool. Like, I didn't even know that I was getting an achievement for. I crashed right after that, but I was like, I got the achievement. I'll fly over the fires now. But yeah, I did that.
Yeah, but anyway, there's this hallway off to the side of that big building that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway,
I don't know what it's called
like
either, so.
you would run around, kill a few guards, and like run slowly enough for them to be all in a huge group behind you, and get up to like 15 guards, and then run over into that hallway with that guy's weapon, and you just keep spamming it over and over again
Until you got
until
5.
you got it. Yeah, that's what I did. And the same thing with the Sandman thing. It took me probably 20 minutes to do both of them, which isn't actually that bad as soon as I found that spot. Because otherwise I was just like, fuck.
I remember in Brotherhood, in Brotherhood when Leonardo's machines, those mini quest things, and the one with the flying machine?
Yep.
Well, one of the things to get 100% sync is to not get hit while you're using it. I literally got to 90% of that mission, and I got hit by an arrow, and I was like, no! Then I never did it again, because I was just like, no, it takes way too fucking long to do these missions and not...
I got that
And not do
achievement,
it.
but just by chance. I didn't even look at the achievement and I got it.
Yeah, I got...
Not bragging at all.
And it's
I
really,
just-
really hard not to get hit.
I would
that
either
thing.
crash, like, I would never get hit by arrows. I would just crash a lot for some reason.
Yeah. And I was like so done. I was like, yeah, I'm never going back to this because it takes way too long to go through the whole mission.
I think Lauren and Jacob are lethargic on this conversation.
I just took 3.5 Benadryl,
I was just waiting for it
That's
to...
true.
so I'm just kind of like.
He's not a druggie. He's got allergies.
Yeah,
Jacob
I'm allergic to cats,
Yeah, he's allergic to cats, and
And there's
right
lots
now
of
we have
cat
3
series.
in my house.
so I'm just kind of like.
Alright, well I think we can...
Wrap up
probably
the
wrap
first
it up.
brown sock.
Tuesday.
And
That's gonna happen every single time.
yeah, that's gonna be
I
the
hope so.
intro.
And the
Um,
outro, apparently.
Alright, well thanks guys for listening.
It was
yeah.
awesome.
Tune in
Thanks.
on the next Tuesday when we do another one of these
Yep,
things.
we're gonna try to make it a weekly thing. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for tuning in.
We're Sword or Side
if you did
Nation.
tune in. Yep.
We out.
Thanks.
Bye.
Later.